What's up, YouTube? Before I get started, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more lifting content and more science-based breakdowns. So today we are going to talk about the best science-based back workouts. So 100% science-based, unbiased, none of my opinions. I mean, I'll add in my opinions on the workouts that I'm doing, but the workouts, the plan I made is backed by science. And I actually completed this workout I'm going to show you today, the day one, because we're hitting the muscle group twice a week, because that's the most optimal way to do it. So I got it all broken down to a slideshow, so I'm going to hop into that. So let's get the scene started up. Transition out, minimize that. All right, best science-based back workout routine. 100% backed by science. However, though, this slideshow is created by yours truly, Lighty Lifts. All right, going into the anatomy of the back muscles. To build a well-rounded back, you have to target the following areas. Number one, now these are the Latin names, but latimus dorsi, lats. That's the key. That's the key to building that Dorito chip back, that V taper, the largest back muscle responsible for your width, the trapezius, the traps, upper, middle, and lower section contribute to the thickness and posture. So yeah, your traps and your rhomboids control a lot of your posture. So training those is very good to have that good posture. Number three, rhomboids located between the shoulder blades, aiding in scapular retraction. Again, rhomboids are ideal for your posture. So four, erector spinae. Again, I'm probably really messing up these words, but still, read them and then you can look them later. But whatever. Yeah, erector spinae runs along the spine, critical for back extension and stability. That's the Christmas tree around your spine. That muscle on each side of your spine. Number five, the rear deltoids play a secondary role in pulling movements. That's the backside of your shoulder. So you have your front delts, side delts, and rear delts. And that's the rear delt, the backside, a little bulb on the backside of your shoulders. All right, moving forward. Key principles for back growth. So this is similar to the chest day. It's going to be similar to the majority of your workouts, but always have four key principles in mind when you're creating a back day. And that's going to be a trend moving forward. There's going to be four key principles for every workout routine. So these are like four, like almost like catechisms, like stuff that you can remember while you're building a workout routine. Like, does it hit these things? Pulling power. So obviously back day is all pulling. So using horizontal rows and vertical pull downs, pull ups or pull downs, pulling movements to engage the entire back. So if you're doing any pushing movement or anything like that on a back day, you're obviously not hitting the back. So every workout set you do for back day has to be a pulling movement. That's the only way to engage and activate the back muscles is by a pulling motion. So keep that in mind. Progressive overload, obviously key. It's huge, huge, huge for every. I mean, we talked about this on chest day. Progressive overload is key for every single muscle group in your body. Gradually increase resistance to stimulate muscle growth. So strength is a way to measure growth. You obviously can't get stronger, like tremendously stronger, without gaining muscle mass. Muscle increase is going to increase your strength. So it's a way to measure your growth as well. And that's a way to push your growth too, is like by adding more weight or more reps. So all right, going number three, grip variation. So using pronated, supinated, and neutral grips to target different muscle fibers, which is really cool. I mean, to really think about it, just the changing your grip, it changes the entire workout. If your palms are facing towards the ground when you're like pulling something, it targets a different muscle group. If it's facing up, it targets a different one. Neutral grips, same idea. It's really cool that just you're changing your grip will change what muscles are targeted during that workout. It's really cool. And then mind muscle connection. We didn't talk about this in the chest day workout breakdown, but mind muscle connection, at least I don't think we did. I'll have to look back at it, but focus on controlling movements and fully activating target muscles. So when you're doing your warm-up sets, and this will get easier over time when you use the muscles more often, you'll start building that mind-muscle connection. And it sounds silly, but it's a real thing. Like you can actually link your mind, your central nervous system to that muscle during the workout, and like just use that muscle. Obviously, you have your stabilizers and there's minor groups that get targeted, uh, but yeah, going back, while doing your warm up, really try to get that. Like I use bands, like stretching bands, rubber bands, um, to like target that muscle. So I try to focus while I'm using these rubber bands to warm up. I try to engage my mind, or have my mind engage that muscle while I'm warming up, so I can. But yeah, it's just the way a tip I use to start that mind muscle connection. But all right, moving forward, top science backed back exercises. Number one, which surprised me as well. I mean, I hear it a lot, but deadlifts is the best way overall. Now, this is talking about the entire back. Overall, this is the best way to build a bigger, wider, stronger back because it targets the entire posterior chain, the lats, traps, erector, spinae. Why it works? It's a heavy compound lift that builds strength and thickness. Now, this is a compound lift, so it's using a lot of muscles. It's not an isolation at all. So it's one. What I realized, because I'm gonna post a video too of the workout I did yesterday, which was the first time I ever did deadlifts in a workout routine, like an actual working set. And I mean, it fatigues you. It takes a lot. I probably wouldn't do it. Even this workout too, routine I made. I wouldn't do it every single back day. The plan I have put together that I'll show y'all in the end. It's doing it once a week, doing deadlifts once a week, and I think I'm gonna continue that for a little bit. But I probably wouldn't do it forever. But anyways, technique: stand with feet hip width apart, barbell over midfoot. Grip the bar just outside your legs and maintain a neutral spine. So you want to like keep your spine straight or as straight as you can, lock your back out in a sense. So you're engaging the muscles in your back, you're engaging your core. Pull the bar up by extending your hips and knees simultaneously. Science tip: deadlifts recruit more muscle groups than any other back exercises, making them essential for overall mass. Like I talked about, yeah, that's true. It's using your entire back. I mean, from traps down to your lower back. Even it goes down to glutes and hamstrings and a little bit of quads too, like pulling it off the ground. So yeah, it's very fatiguing, or causes a lot of fatigue. So starting out with it is probably the best thing. Also, don't go super heavy if you're doing high rep range, like 8 to 10, like a higher rep range. Definitely stay light, and I would not, I mean, not too light. Obviously, you want to progressive overload. You want to cause that mechanical tension in the muscle. So don't make it easy, but definitely don't go to failure with this one. This is probably one of the only workouts I would recommend not going to failure with because it's very prone to injury. It's one of the highest, I don't know how to say it. It's one exercise that is just very dangerous. It causes a lot of injuries. But just be careful with this one. Like I said, just work yourself out, but don't go to complete failure. Like leave a couple in the tank. All right, move forward. Number two, it's pull-ups slash chin-ups. Now we're not going to focus because it's back day. We're not going to focus too much on chin-ups, but mainly pull-ups because chin-ups engage the biceps, pull-ups engage the lats. So we obviously want back, lats, and traps. Why it works: vertical pulling movement that maximizes lat engagement. So technique: number one, grip a pull-up bar, slightly wider than shoulder width. Pull your chest to the bar, squeezing your shoulder blades. Again, you want that mind muscle connection. That's a good way of doing that. Is like clenching your shoulder blades into the middle of your back. All right, and then lower slowly to maximize the eccentric phase. Eccentric phase is key. Like you want to slowly let yourself back down. That's what eccentric is. It's like the back down. Science tip: chin-ups, underhand grip, emphasize the more biceps more, while pull-ups, overhand grip, target the lats. Now pull-ups are harder of the two, but it's going to engage your lats more, so that's what we want. So I would do pull-ups, and I did that in the workout routine as well. Moving forward. All right, number three is barbell rows, which is one of my favorite back workouts. And it's also very good. It's top three. So targets the lats, rhomboids, and traps. Why it works: horizontal pulling movement that builds mid-back thickness. Technique: bend over at a 45-degree angle with a barbell Row the bar towards your lower chest while keeping your back straight. Lower with control to stretch the lats. Science tip: using a pronated grip emphasizes upper back, while using a supinated grip hits the lats harder. So pronated would be palms facing down, gripping the top of the bar. Supinated would be picking the bar up, so putting your hands under, palms facing up, if that makes sense. And yeah, 45-degree angle, so you're not completely bent over at 90-degree. You're like that halfway mark in between standing straight up and bending completely over. You're just kind of leaning forward, keeping your back, core, everything tight, your lower back tight. And again, you're just pulling up with your elbows. You're just pulling your elbows past your lats. All right, number 4, single arm dumbbell rows. Targets the lats, traps, rhomboids. Why it works? Unilateral exercise, which means one hand at a time, allowing a greater range of motion and isolating each side. Technique: place one knee and hand on a bench for support. Row the dumbbell towards your hip while keeping your back flat. Lower the weight under control. Now, yeah, key is the eccentric. Now, once you get used to these, I would not put one knee on a bench for support. Starting out, yeah, that's fine until you get your rhythm. But once you get a little better at these, just kind of the same idea with barbell rows. Like have the bench set up like you're gonna do incline bench press on it, and then grab it, one hand on the bench, and then kind of the 45-degree angle while you're standing straight up, and then pulling it. Same idea with the barbell rows, but you're doing dumbbell single arm rows. So you want to be at that 45-degree angle, feet, on the ground, standing straight up, uh, athletic stance, and then bent over onto the bench. If that makes sense. I'll show that in a later video as well. Science tip: focus on pulling your elbow, not your hand, to better engage the lats. So yeah, imagine pulling your elbow to your lats, past your lats, to help better that mind-muscle connection. Number 5, seated cable rows. Targets the lats, traps, and rhomboids. Why it works? Provides consistent tension throughout the movement. And that's just cables in general. Cables in general have a constant tension on the line until it's back at the starting position, because it's trying to pull itself back to the starting position at all times, no matter what you're doing. So cables are great for that constant tension. Technique: sit on a cable row machine with a neutral grip. Pull the handle to your abdomen while squeezing your shoulder blades. Return to the starting position with a controlled stretch. Science tip: adjust the grip to target different areas. Wide grip for traps, close grip for lats. I stay with close grip on these, with like more of a V-bar, but that's kind of what it's talking about. Have a neutral grip, and you're pulling it to your abdomen. So it sounds like you're using a V grip in this exercise. So, all right, moving forward. 6, lat pull downs. Targets lats, biceps. Why it works? Ideal for body or building with if pull-ups are too challenging. So yeah, if you're a bit on the bigger side, or you're just starting out, yeah, lat pull downs give you a variation of weight. So you can start with like 10 pounds. Like that's the awesome part about lat pull downs, is that the starting weight is, very, very low. And then you can build up to your body weight. And then if you wanted to start doing pull-ups, you can do that as well. So, it'll slowly build the strength up to do pull-ups. So number 1, grip the bar wider than the shoulder width. Pull the bar to your chest while leaning back slightly. Slowly return to the start. So yeah, you're not swinging your body. You're not using your lower back to pull it down. So you want to lean back slightly, lock out, tighten the core. Most lat pull down machines will have like little knee pads to kind of to lock you in. So you're gonna sit down in a seat and slide your knees under this pad, and that'll keep you locked in, and you can kind of lock yourself out that way and then pull the bar down. So science tip: avoid using momentum to ensure proper lat engagement. So yes, it's saying not to swing, of course, while pulling the weight down. Number 7, face pulls. Now this is more of a delt workout, but it's still considered a back workout. That's why I kept it on the list. It targets the rear delts, traps, and rhomboids. I generally use this one more just for rear delts, but you could throw it in a back day. It's a pull motion, so it's going to engage the rhomboids and traps as well. Why it works: strengthens the upper back and improves posture. I said your rhomboids and traps are key for posture, so they're great for improving posture. Technique number 1: attach a rope to a cable at face height. Pull the rope towards your face while keeping your elbows high. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the top. Science tip: use lighter weight to ensure proper form and full range of motion. It's very key because like you'll feel strong on the start of it, and then trying to get that squeeze, pulling it past your face, really engage the rear delts and rhomboids. That becomes tough. So using lighter weight and high rep range is perfectly fine for this. Like 15, 20 reps, 4 face pulls is great. That's ideal. As long as you're getting that full range of motion for the entire set. So because you really want to engage those delts and squeeze them, the rear delts. All right, move forward. All right, we're going to talk about optimizing your back workout. Got to think of weekly volume. You want to aim for 12 to 20 sets per week for back. Generally, all your exercises, muscle groups should stay under 20 sets or around 20 sets. Spread across 2 to 3 sessions. Now, this workout plan is going to be a 2-day. So first back, then second back day. Repetition range. Want to stay 6 to 12 reps for most exercises. So your deadlifts are going to stay like 6 to 8, and then barbell rows are going to stay more like 8 to 12. And then your face pulls though, and the smaller muscle groups, lighter isolations are going to be 15 to 20 reps. Stay on the high rep range to get the full range of motion. Lighter weight, higher reps to complete that full range of motion. The ROM. Tempo. So same as chest. Most of your workout routines are going to be this way. Deadlifts is a little different, but your isolation movement should be 2 centric, 1 pause, 2 eccentric. So 2 seconds concentric, pulling in, 1 second pause, 2 seconds letting it go. So, 1, 2, pause, 1, 1, 2, back up to full. All right, rest periods. So 2 to 3 minutes for heavy lifts like deadlifts, which, I think deadlifts on my go, I did like 2.5 minutes, but most of my workouts are going to be around 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes rest periods. But for your isolation exercises, you can do 30 seconds. The science is there. You can do 30 seconds to 90 seconds, and that's fine. Back workout plan. So not only did I break down the science for you, but I'm going to show you the plan you want to stick to. So day 1, heavy compound focus, 9 sets total. You're going to start with deadlifts, 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. Heavy multi-joint movement to stimulate the entire posterior chain. So it's a very fatiguing movement. I don't know if that's a real word, fatiguing. But it gasses you out. So I would definitely start with deadlifts while you're fresh. 6 to 8 reps. You'll be struggling on the 7 to 8 reps. Now we're not going to complete failure here because you don't want to do that with deadlifts, but definitely get a workout in. Obviously, you want a high enough weight that 8's hard. 8's real hard, but it's not to complete failure. Second workout is going to be pull-ups. 3 sets to max reps to failure. You can go failure on this. Even hop up. I'll show you in the video that I made later. That on the last on set 2 or set 3, I would even hop myself up for 2 assisted reps. I would hop up to the top, my chin's above the bar, and then slowly let myself down so I can continue to get that engaging the lats there, even when I couldn't pull myself all the way up. Targets width and builds overall lat strength. Yeah, this is a great workout to build strength, for sure. Barbell rows, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. I love barbell rows, so for sure. This is a great workout routine for sure. Adds thickness to the mid-back and engages traps and rhomboids. Again, that depends on your grip. If you're supinated or pronated. Pronated is palms down, supinated is palms up. With this routine, I didn't do it, but moving forward, I would definitely do underhand grip on this to engage the lats more. But that's day 1. This is your heavy compound day. Day 2 is going to be isolation and volume. 8 to 9 sets total. Lat pull downs, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Focus on lat engagement and width. Single arm, so that's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is going to be single arm dumbbell rows. 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. So unilateral, so we're using one hand at a time. Unilateral movement to fix imbalances, engages, stabilizers. Another great routine. It's tried and true, or great workout, tried and true. Third exercise is going to be face pulls. 2 to 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. And pretty much the failure on this. I mean, struggle, like you should be getting 12 relatively easy, and then from there it should be almost partials. Like the 14 to 15 should be like a partial rep. Targets rear delts and traps for posture and upper back strength. We're going to talk about why this plan works. Weekly volume. So this stays between 7 to 18 total sets. If you finish the face pulls at 3 sets, it equals 18 total sets for the week. It stays within this 12 to 20 set range that science says you should be staying under, because above that, going past that, could possibly be overtraining, and you don't want to do that. So this ensures adequate stimulation without overtraining. Adequate stimulus without overtraining. Balanced targeting. So the first day targets heavy compounds. Second day targets isolation volume to hit all back regions. So you load your back on day 1, doing all these heavy compound movements to engage the entire back, and then day 2, you're chopping the block down and isolating each part of the back for your workouts. All right, recovery time. So sufficient between rest sessions. So that's key. So when you do deadlifts, it's very taxing. That whole day, that whole heavy compound day, I would stay the max 3 days before you hit back again. But when you come back and do the isolation movements, you can only take 2 days after. You should only have to take 2 days after that, 48 hours after that day, and then jump back into day 1. So say Monday you hit day 1, heavy compound. You wait till Friday to do it again, and then you have Saturday, Sunday. Monday you can hit day 1 again. And then keep on that cycle. And that's it. It's the best science-based back workout routine. Planned it all out, told you why, broke down the anatomy. So please, if you, for all my hard work, so I spent hours of researching, putting this all together. Nobody asked me to, but if you could, it would mean a lot if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I, will make more content like this. I plan on breaking down every workout like this, every muscle group. So we do chest, back. I'm gonna go arms next. So biceps, triceps. Then I'm gonna do quads and hamstrings. And then I'm gonna make a whole video about like forearms, calves, abs. Cause I know people want abs. I know it's a sought after muscle. So for sure, I'm gonna do that. Definitely do a core video coming up soon. I'm gonna do a couple, maybe not a couple, just like one maybe one long form video about a beginning workout for people getting fresh into weightlifting, and trying to lose weight. And then we'll talk about dieting too. But yeah, this is the best science-based back routine, going with the #1 workout and the top 7 back workouts. So all based by science, completely unbiased. All this was strictly from research. And then I applied it into an actual training video that I will put together here shortly, and post that as well, so you can see these workouts in real time. And for the day 1 at least, I haven't done the day 2 yet, but I will put that together as well, so you can see all these being applied in the gym. So if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to talk about, just put it in the comments below. Any ideas for videos, if you could put in the comments below as well. But again, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it.